Good morning, good evening, and good night wherever you are, and welcome to Chronicles, the City of Martyrs, Chapter 2. And we begin our scene in Bethnal Green, and we zoom in towards a humble apartment, the residence of a police officer, an honest cop, an individual who's done everything for his family. Go into this apartment, we see this officer, Derek Webber, just preparing a Sunday roast. He's not that good a cook, but he's been desperate to try to make this as good a meal as possible for his daughter, who has just arrived and had an awkward conversation with her friend as well, one Cassandra. He's doing his best to make a good impression, to try and bring her back, as she's been missing, gone for the past few weeks. And he's hell-bent at trying to bring her back to the family. And he understands much has happened to him in the past few nights, but he is trying. And with this, we'll zoom in on these two girls, one Bethany, one Cassandra, as they are sat somewhat awkwardly, a slight chill or quiet in the air as the father, Derek Webber, is banging pots and pans in the kitchen trying to prepare this meal.
Bethany's pretty much just sitting at the table, just playing with whatever's within arm's reach. Initially grab a fork, then grab a knife, just start twiddling with it, fiddling with it. One knee's bouncing up and down, like she doesn't want to sit still, like she's had enough of still. She wants to go do something. This is boring.
Cassandra looks to you, and again, she's really overdressed. She herself, she's wearing this very sort of fine evening gown, almost. And she looks to you in a similar way of being bored, but she presents herself very well whenever your father enters the room. She looks to you and has a similar sort of composure. But then goes, he seems like a nice man, your father.
What, you're in love now?
Well, I could take a bite out of him if you wanted, but it would be a bit rude.
After dinner. This roast is shit, but the pumpkin's always good.
You're missing James, aren't you?
No. Yes.
It's fine, man. I understand. I was in the same position once myself long ago.
You've never been in a position like mine, so why don't you just shut up?
How about this? If you behave yourself here, try your best. I'll take you out of town. I've got James's card. We can go, all expenses paid.
A wicked grin sort of comes over her face. Did see a nice set of pumps.
So I didn't hear that.
Did see a nice set of pumps. She's just pretty much just going, yeah, I could go buy some come fuck me heels.
Ah. She goes, we'll make a girls' night. James is fun, but we need time to ourselves, don't we?
Rolls her eyes. Doesn't say anything.
And with that, she kind of gives you a smile or a snicker. But then Derek will enter. Your father will enter in, and she immediately kind of retracts, holds herself upright, and smiles at Derek. Very polite. She's able to change very quickly. And she just really says, "Oh, you have a lovely apartment here, Derek." And she's making small talk, and he's just small talking back. "Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've had it for years. Sorry about the place. It's not quite up to keep. Not much of a household type guy." But he'll look to you and simply say, "Look, I appreciate you coming here, Beth. I know it's been really hard this past few weeks, and it's nearly ready. You know what my cooking's like. Your mother was always such a good cook."
Any beers in the fridge, Dad?
Sure. I'll get you a beer, but don't overdo it. Only the one.
Okay.
With that, he'll go off, but then turn, and as he kind of walks, he will turn back and look at you, and it's that somewhat concerned look. But then he doesn't want to say anything, but he feels like he has to. But he moves on. And with that, we will zoom out towards another individual who is standing outside, waiting outside almost, and we'll go to his thoughts and feelings at the moment.
James is so blank right now. He's standing there outside with an apple pie he bought from some bakery. He thought about doing it himself, for old time's sake, but he just couldn't get around to doing the fucking pie. It's one of those nice pies. It cost him about 25 quid, actually. Something like special order. He told himself, like, I need to do something nice, but he doesn't really feel it. He's even considering, should I act human in a way possible? Should I even eat just to be nice? He doesn't really see the big thing about it. Everyone knows what he is. Maybe he should just fuck it. And he rings the doorbell.
As the doorbell rings, everyone here, you hear the sound of Derek in the kitchen going, "Who the fuck is that?" I said, "No one's come around." Jesus Christ. And he gets like a flannel or towel and puts it over his shoulders and goes, "Sorry, hold on 1 second, girls. I'll be right back," as he sort of storms quite heavily towards the door. There's a sort of small hallway, and it leads to the main door. And actually, it's quite funny because Derek is quite a large or big person, and he's actually a bit too big for this apartment. Almost, he has to kind of dodge or duck under the beams and squeeze himself through sideways through the doors sometimes. But anyway, he'll go towards the door, and as he opens the door, he goes, "What the hell do you want? I'm trying to." "Oh, you. I
Good evening, Derek. Mind if I come in?
I've been trying to contact you for weeks now. Keep fobbing me off. Now you're just turning up here."
I've been busy, right?
He takes a moment because he actually looks at you, and because of your humanity, I'm assuming you're not using Majesty at this
Nope.
point. So you look incredibly strange. Just this kind of aura, this feeling of this creature with a force of law. He looks at you as he would look at that sort of nasty school teacher that's about to punish him, the judger, as if all these sins are coming out of his very soul in front of you, and he feels very small. And he just looks at you going, "Are you okay? You look quite different." I can't quite put my
Look
finger on.
okay, Derek. Can I come in? I brought you
Yeah.
pie as well. Here you
He
go.
kind of just takes it and okay, yeah, come on. The girls are in the front room, and he sniffs at the pie, and obviously it does smell quite nice.
Anyone
he
else
just-
here, Derek? Or should I try to act normal?
No, it's just Bethany and your. She called herself your daughter.
Oh, yeah, Cassandra.
Ah, yeah, Cassandra. That's right.
I hope she haven't caused you any troubles. She's been good at causing troubles recently.
No, she's been quite pleasant so far. I don't know quite what her relationship with my daughter, but they seem to be friends.
Oh, good. Oh, well, she's putting on a nice facade as well. Good. Anyway, let's get this fucking over with.
He's somewhat confused as to your attitude and what's going on, but he will just go with it and just okay, just sit down. I'll get you a beer or something.
Do you know what? I've never been a big drinker. But fuck it, give me a beer.
I'm gonna say, being a ghoul bloodbound level 3, I'll be able to smell you coming. So all of a sudden, there's a picture of tiny feet, and Bethany comes flying into your arms with her tits pretty much right in your face, like jumps up and at you, and just goes James, like a little puppy.
He just puts you down and takes you actually pushes you away a little bit, puts you down, takes a seat, sits, and he's just still sitting, looking right forward.
Derek reacts quite badly. He seems really awkward as you do that, or as that happens. But he kind of bites his lip and then sort of proceeds to the kitchen. Cassandra sees this and sort of has a small giggle and laugh. But she is noticing something different about James, something off. But she keeps her mouth shut for now.
Entering Motormouth teenager mode. What, don't you want me anymore? You don't like me now that I'm not dying. All of a sudden, you don't like the attention that you're getting from having a disabled Blake girlfriend. Hang on, you're actually upset. I'm sorry.
He's not moving. He's not breathing. He's not doing anything. Like a fly lands on him and it begins to go on his eye, and he just swats it away a little bit. Just continues looking forward.
If a fly so much as lands on you, I'll be shooing that thing away. James, what's wrong?
Just thanks.
Cassandra will feel through the blood sympathy. I think it's that strong, your emotions right now, and that she definitely feels what you're feeling to a point. And Cassandra's face just looks very horrid and very sort of.
It's a mix of total and utter existential dread and a depression on scales unfathomable.
She will look to you, Cassandra, and go, "Is everything all right, James? Something's happened, hasn't it? I can feel it."
Yeah, something has happened, as it always does.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's wrong?
I just want to have this dinner, okay? I just want to have a beer and eat this nice roast and then the apple pie I brought. And we can all go our separate ways, and you and your father are good again, and everything is fine. That's the mission right now.
Cassandra is just looking at Bethany and looking at you, and she's had experience of this before, where especially old kindred who are getting these kind of spins and how dangerous it is, how they can be quite unstable. It doesn't provoke it, doesn't say anything, just simply says, yeah, sure, well, just sit, Bethany, let James have some space, and can't wait to try this dinner. I can't remember the last time I actually ate anything substantial anyway.
Would have been allowed to. What is it? Free? I don't care anymore. How old are you now again, Cassandra?
You brought me back at least 3 weeks ago.
All right.
Something is. She's really biting her lip like she doesn't want to provoke it or push it.
You know what? I'm gonna go and help Derek in the kitchen. I used to be a kind of a good cook. I'll be right back.
Sure.
And he just stands up, you know, a little bit. He's very robotic. Like there's no motion that is not planned in his body. It's all with purpose. Like a soldier doing things on command rather than a free will. And he just goes out into the kitchen.
As you get up and leave, Cassandra just sort of smiles and goes back to sort of pretending to drink from a glass of wine that's on the table. But as soon as you leave, she'll look to Bethany and kind of either lean in or go close to her and just say, like, Bethany, you need to go. You need to leave now. James is not a good place.
You can't ask me to go. He needs me. Yeah, you don't tell a girl to go.
Yeah, she's like she keeps
looking like a
keeps saying it like this is not good. He's in a bad place. You shouldn't be here.
Bethany's just pacing like a worried puppy, just with those sad eyes of I don't know what to do, what's going on, and then just sort of go. What do you mean?
And I guess with the enhanced hearing, do I hear this?
She, let's say there's a roll, but I'm happy for you to succeed. Yeah, your blood potency was quite high, so yeah, you hear that.
He'll go to just the doorway and say, "We're all having a nice dinner."
Say anything.
Sit down.
All right, some more whispering and arguing happens between Cassandra and Bethany in the background. But we'll go to Derek, who's sort of slightly burnt, sort of a lamb roast that he's trying to prepare, and he's kind of waving a bit of the smoke away, and then he's trying to make sure the vegetables don't boil over, and just
yeah. He'll take it, and to actually be able to imbibe it, blush of health, and redness comes to his face, and he actually begins to move a little bit. Those normal human things, that small movements that you come so naturally when you are trying to look human and with the blush of health.
He looks to you as you do this, and again, it's still amazing to him. Abilities. 1 minute you did look like you were just a corpse walking into his apartment, but now you a little bit less so. But that's still that hidden layer of dread, that aura of fear that you admit is still there. But he composes himself and looks to you, and as he turns a lot of the food off, lets it simmer. Cheers. He raises his beer and toasts it with you. Here's to our daughters. May they live long and happy lives.
Yeah. And he 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 nods and clicks and tastes and what he's missing out on because it's just lifeless in his mouth.
Yeah, you can still taste it, but it's just very dull. It's very empty. There's no joy in it. There's no satisfaction in it. It's just the liquid. And as you, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah, as you drink it down, it just lays inside you. You can feel it there, waiting for it to expel it.
He looks at the beer and says, "Is this a beer taste like?"
Well, it's the cheap stuff, not the finest I can get my hands on. But yeah. Well, you never had a beer before?
Derek, I'm from the Prohibition era, and I was a law-abiding citizen.
Jesus, I still can't get my head around that. It's like I remember my grandparents telling me some stuff about that. But what's it like being around for that long? I just don't. I can't even get my head around it.
Derek, you ever been to war?
I fired my gun a few times. I've had to see some grisly stuff, but nothing like war, I guess.
I was shipped off to France when I was, what was I, 19? 17? I can't remember. That was hell.
Well, which war? What, the Iraq one?
The Great One.
Oh, no.
The one to end all wars.
Jesus, man, I can't even
Oh, yeah.
get my head around that.
No. I remember when it all kind of went off, when Prince Ferdinand was shot and everything like that, and everything went to fucking hell. It's
So what? You just don't die? You just keep going and going and.
that's the gist of it.
Sounds like hell to me. I could barely stand this lifetime, let alone another.
Well, at least you can drink beer and enjoy it and get drunk and, I don't know, get pleasures out of sex and whatever you do.
Look. Something seems different about you, and I know you've been busy these past weeks and stuff, but look, you've helped me. Like, you saved my daughter. She was like on death's door. They say that she only had like another few weeks, but you saved her. I mean, God, that's got to count for something.
Tell me, Derek, are you happy with your Faustian deal with me?
Look, I've kept up my end. I've been investigating those banshees. We got one or two of the suspects like arrested, and we're gonna crack those sons of bitches. We have certain ideas in their warehouse, their location, and that's all in the works. But look, is this normal? What happens after you do this thing to my daughter? Does she just become like that? I mean, she's so different now. I don't even recognize her.
Didn't I tell you back when I first did this that you would be changing?
Yeah, it was either this or her dying, and I can't take that. Okay, this I can take, but not her dying. No, not after losing her mother. She's all I had. if she acts a bit different and she's wants to be with you more, I can't say I'm happy about it, but god damn it, why is it so fucking... He
Derek,
kind of like clenches the kitchen counter and getting quite upset and angry, but he's not angry, upset like to you. It's more about the situation.
and he'll go up to him and just pat him on the back and say, "I can cook. You take a seat, have a beer, maybe two, or scotch."
Yeah, sounds about right. Look, it's all nearly done. I just got to get it out of the oven and
I can do that.
serve it. Okay, I won't get in the way. Obviously, you've had a few more years of cooking experience than I have.
You know what? My wife used to cook all the time, but I picked some things up during the years. Nice girl.
My wife used to be just the same. She could bake. God, she could bake so good.
Yeah.
It's all the little things. That's what you remember. Those. Fuck, I don't think I can remember her face that well now. Just the little thing, the way she sung and the way the smell of her cooking. It's just.
I remember we had been out with the force doing all kinds of bad things, and I wake up the next day and she's serving me toast and coffee and giving me the Chicago newspaper in the bed, just waking up. That was nice. I remember the smell of the eggs and like the coffee and the toast and everything like that. My son running up to me when I get out of bed, screaming, "Dad, Dad, look at what I did, look at what I did," showing me a painting of something.
I mean, you had a kid. I mean, is he even still around?
I guess it's dead.
Well, look, I hold on by just those memories now. Those memories is the key thing. You gotta hold on to that. You gotta keep that going.
I don't know. What is he? Oh, he was born in 32. He, little Thomas must be late 80s right now.
Maybe he's still around.
I don't know if I care anymore.
Family's family. It doesn't matter if you care. You gotta find him. You gotta seek him out.
I don't know. How much until this is done? Is it done right now?
Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, sorry, the dinner or the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much all cooked. He's kind of just awkwardly trying to get it all out on plates and dishes and bowls.
Yeah, and he just take a seat, Derek, and I'm gonna spend a point into celerity and do it like in a split second.
Okay, yeah, you spend the blood point, and it's like Bethany, Cassandra, you're both kind of still arguing. They're both arguing in the kitchen, in the dining room, and literally instantaneously, all the food, all the roast, the meat is all there. Actually, the meat's all carved up. It's like been sliced up and carved and ready to serve, and it's all been prepared. And even I wouldn't say the candles have been, let's say, definitely like the candles, but it's all been prepared. And even Cassandra's a bit shocked at how fast and how quickly it was all done. And I would assume you're sat there on your seat afterwards, and you're like you're already waiting there again, sort of depressed and we'll zoom in. But we'll go to the scene where Derek is simply surprised and then walks in and everything's been set up and go, "Damn, you guys move so fast! I just blinked." Jesus. Now that's a handy skill to have.
saves a lot of time. So, some news then. Uh, of course, Derek, your daughter here is doing great. She's showing great potential. She's helping me a lot. She's a real asset.
Look, I appreciate you doing this to my daughter, but what has she been exactly doing for you? What she won't tell me, obviously, but
Just walking the streets a little bit, looking around. Not that kind of walking the street, mind you. I know
oh
he
yeah,
be
he's like, he's like what?
looking around, talking to people. If she keeps this up and all this good work, I might turn her in a few years or two.
Wait, what? What? No, look, that's not part of the deal. He's just about serving the food, or he's serving himself food every Saturday. Man, look, that's not that wasn't part of the deal. He was just to save her, just keep her as she is, and that's it. I mean, you want to turn her into one of you? That's crazy. I'm not letting you do that.
Why not?
You said it yourself. She's not going to end up a goddamn 100-year-old creature. I that wasn't a part of the deal. I just wanted her to be alive, to just be live a happy normal life for at least a little while.
For a little while. Derek, I told you when you, well, signed the contract, so to say, that this is forever.
He's getting a bit more kind of upset, but he looks to the room and he looks to Cassandra, who again is very quiet. She's really just keeping an eye on things, ensuring anything happens. But what is Bethany's or Beth's reaction to this, if you are there, as this has been said about you, these two individuals controlling your fate and destiny?
In true bratty teenager fashion, I shall reply with, I'm a grown-up. I can make my own decisions. Thank you, Dad.
Look, Beth, I know it's so complicated for you, and this is...
Don't treat me like I'm an infant.
Look, this is a very difficult situation, but you're not just going to run off with this guy and let him do whatever he wants to you, okay? You're my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also a grown-ass woman.
But you're somewhat new to the world. You've been in and out of hospital. You've been having all kinds of horrible situations placed upon you, especially when you were younger. And I know you lost your mother, and I miss her too, but I can't just let you walk off with this guy, okay? Look at him.
I'm not going to keep living in the past, Dad. I'm sorry. But if you want to be, guilt-ridden in the corner with your stupid roasts and your stupid cheap beer, then that's what you're going to do. I have a life to live, and I'm going to live it.
Right, he slams his hand down on the table and goes, "No, you don't talk to me like that.
Derek, we're having a fucking dinner here. Don't raise your voice like that.
Look, it's my goddamn house. I can raise my voice if I want. Beth, we are talking about... I'm not letting you go with him. Look at him, okay? He's a goddamn monster. No offense, James, but you're a freaking monster. And I'm not just going to let my daughter go off with you, okay? That wasn't the deal. You keep her alive. You bring her back to me, and then I'll do anything else. I'll do whatever you want, but not this. I won't let you take her like that.
Just pouts. And actually will pout at James and be like,
Okay. Okay, Derek. How about I turn you and you turn her then? You can do your family thing forever.
Jesus fucking Christ! I'm not. I don't want you to turn me.
You don't. You don't want to live forever.
Totally gross.
Live forever like you. Like what you've done to Beth. What you've done to. I don't even know what you've done to your own daughter.
She's not my real daughter.
Yeah, goddamn. Assumed something was odd about that. Jesus Christ! He kind of puts his hand on his head, and he sits up and walks away, and he sort of. He just mentions his mother's name or his wife's name, Sarah. God, so what did I do? What have I got myself into?
Yeah. Derek, have a seat at the table, right?
Okay. He just calmly sits down and he continues to eat his dinner. He's eating it in a very sort of angry fashion. He's cutting it quite heavily.
Derek, can I ask you a question?
Sure, why not?
What do you do when you find out one of your police officers in the force is corrupt? What would you do?
I'd have a word with him. I tell him to stop whatever the hell he's stopping, or I'll make sure he's punished for it.
Even if he's done some horrible fucking things?
Depends on what good he does. Everyone's guilty of something. I know that.
What would you do if you were toyed with by your superiors? If suddenly all those things you did for what you thought was good was actually to, let's say, you are busting a crew of drug dealers, but that is actually to expand the business of a drug dealer otherwise on another part of the city that, let's say, also do human trafficking. When that comes down on your shoulders. What if you killed so many people to do that?
I'd make sure I'll make them suffer for it. I'll make sure they get judgment. I'll make sure they fall down as hard as possible.
How do you do that? How would you do that?
He's looking at you puzzled, strange questions, but he goes, find what crutch they're on, the weak link in the chain. There's always a weak link in the chain that you can break, and it all comes crumbling down.
All right. So on to another question. Why are you so afraid of your daughter being a vampire? And he's still, eating while doing this and drinking the beer.
He looks as if like that. It's such insane. What's good for respect to you, James? You've done a lot for me. You don't seem like the happiest guy, and I can't see as you have in life. You're not taking her, James. He looks to Bethany as in like that of, don't answer or don't say anything.
Apt, because she just done the inhale of I'm about to pipe up, but then just sort of narrows the eyes and just pushes the plate away. She's not eating anymore.
What do you think, Beth? Use grown-up words and not like and
I think that I should be allowed to make my own decision.
Do you feel powerful, Derek, when you put her in a little bird cage? You're basically just shoving her back in that hospital bed all over again.
I'm making sure she doesn't get imprisoned again. I've been looking after her for her whole life, and you just turn up and think you can just take her away from me?
Well, maybe you need to start living your own dad life again. You know,
I promised
living
your
with me.
mother on her deathbed to look after you, and I'm going to keep that goddamn promise.
Oh, for God's sakes, Dad. Live
What,
your own
you-
goddamn life for a
Do you
change.
think that this is what she would have wanted? She just wanted you to just walk off with this guy, this goddamn monster, and just like,
At least he cares about me.
I care about you. I've sacrificed everything for you.
So you can tell,
my
so you can
goddamn,
flash a
like,
little photo to the rest of the force of me with my, shaved head and no eyebrows, saying, "Oh, my poor daughter." I'm sure that fed you so much sympathy, Dad.
and again he slams the table, going, "God damn it, Beth! You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're talking about. I've had to sacrifice
I know
everything for you.
No,
My
you
goddamn
shut up.
discipline, my
I'm
core
done
belief,
talking now,
everything.
Dad.
God damn it, shut up!"
No, you shut up, Dad. I've been in that hospital bed for most of my life. Never even tasted freedom, and now I have this served to me on a silver platter, and you still want to put me back in a room.
God damn it, you can go to your goddamn room if you keep talking to me like that.
James actually looks up at Cassandra at this point, rolling his eyes.
Yeah, Cassandra is she's really tense, and again, is always pretending to drink her wine. She's not eating, and she's more or less just observing the situation. And it gets louder, the argument between Derek. And I think he'll get to a point, Beth, if you keep responding, he will strike at you. He will just simply lose his temper. He does lose his temper, and he will strike.
Oh, does he now? Tasty.
Yes. So he just hits you and slaps you and goes like,
He
"Go
will
to your
get
goddamn
that
room."
far.
Oh
like,
yeah,
forever.
yeah. Please go carry on if you do.
As he reaches out to strike, I'm just behind him, holding his arm.
And as you do, I imagine you put quite a bit of pressure or force in. You hear like he kind of cries out in pain and goes, "Jesus! All right, God damn it, let go."
He lets go and says, "We're having a fucking normal dinner right now. No striking."
As if to rub salt in the wound, Bethany will actually go, "I know, I'm sorry, James," and then sit down and just neatly fold the napkin on her lap and to start daintily eating again.
I will make Cassandra at this point, as she sees you grabbing him and sees the situation, she'll just mutter like, "We should go. Let's go out. Let's find somewhere better.
No, Cassandra was sitting down and eating a normal fucking dinner.
she shudders,
and now the fangs are out and everything.
Yeah, she immediately shuts up, and I think even your beast kind of flares up there, and it just shivers down her spine as she just sort of, and it's that underlining rage that she sensed earlier that's there, hidden, and is. And as you do that, even at the moment Derek's on the floor, you have hurt his arm quite a bit. You've really grabbed him and hurt it. Your strength being a bit more than it should. And he gets up and goes, "Oh God, Derek, okay, look, things got a bit heated. Let's just finish up, and I'll get dessert. Yeah, some of that apple pie. Yeah."
Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. You're the man of the house after all.
That's okay. It's okay. I can see and understand that I can have a bit of a temper, but we all lost our shit a bit. Okay, let's just finish up.
Yeah, it's just I've been killing so many people recently. Vampires that's been popping up all over the place, doing bad things. Losing a little bit of my temper.
All right. I know you've been busy. You said that a lot of stuff's been happening, and I appreciate what you've been doing for the city. The crime rates have been going up. There's more reported murders, the sightings, and goddamn Enlightened's involvement is just.
We're working on it, sir. We're working on it.
Okay.
And he sits down again and says, Derek, I want to work with you here. There's no happy ending to this. The moment I stop supplying your daughter with blood, she's got about 2 days to live, and then she's gonna pass away with cancer. Until that moment, I do that. She's gonna look like this. She's gonna talk and be herself always. Bethany, this age. You signed a Faustian deal with the devil. Remember that now.
He's just. He looks and he feels. It seems like he's really thinking. And by the way, this is the first you've heard of this, Bethany, as well. The fact that, if you don't eat the blood, you will just go back to the state you were.
Mad panic in the eyes. Want to be a vampire is so hard right now.
So, yeah. And he sees that. He sees that look, and just he goes quiet for a few moments, and he seems to be really thinking. And goes, "Look, I understand. I'm sure there's an answer to this. We just need just a bit more time." And
you have time and everything like that. I'm not gonna do it tonight, and not tomorrow, not maybe next year, maybe not the year after that. We have the time to think this all over.
Of course. He just continues. Oh, sorry, okay.
The thing is, Derek, she is as much cursed right now as she is as a vampire. I'm gonna say this once, and only once. And this is not to blame you, but to make it sink in. This is your doing. You asked me. I didn't come to you. She didn't ask me. You asked me. You struck the bargain. And this is the bed you now lay in.
Yeah, I accept my part in this. I see that now. I understand what's going on. I understand what's happening.
And I want to make this as good as for both of us. Really. She's still your little girl, that I know. I don't see her. And I don't want to like that, and I don't want to take that away from you. I would never take that away from a father. Just so you know.
Okay. Look, let me clear it. I'll get some dessert. Just give me a few minutes to think, okay?
All right.
He
Cassandra, go and help him with the dessert. I want to talk with Beth a little bit.
Cassandra just looks to you as like, the help, not the help. Well,
and he gives her a glare like, yes, the hell you are. And
she just sort of pouts slightly and just clenches her fist like, God, I just wish I was dead. Why did he? Okay. And just gets up and proceeds to help with the plates. Because again, she's wearing this very sort of fine gown that she's helping out with the plates. Goes into the kitchen and you hear noises, you hear sounds of clanking, talking and stuff from the kitchen. And we'll go to you and Beth.
Beth, how are you feeling right now?
Is that really true? That I'll be dead like in 2 days?
Probably. The only thing keeping her alive right now is my blood. If you run out of that blood within your veins, you will die quickly.
So why do I have to wait to be turned if I'm already damned and stuff?
That's the sole reason I have too much on my plate right now, and I already have Cassandra. When Cassandra is done, when she is finished, when she is fully grown and when she is fully trained, and I let her out in the world, it's your turn.
But we can be like sisters, you know? Grow up together and stuff.
Do you really want that?
No, I want her to go away so that we can be together.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Look. Treasure these moments you have with your father. You're gonna wish
He
you
doesn't
had him.
understand me.
As it is, right now, no one's gonna understand you. But in the end, when you're as old as me and you're looking back on these moments, you're gonna ask yourself, shouldn't I just said thank you and I love you, Dad? Because you know that even if you love me, you love him too. And when he wants to protect you, he does it with whole heart. You have an opportunity I never had.
Would it make you happy?
Yeah. Sure.
He just glares at the kitchen. And then gets up and we'll just say, excuse me. And you can hear her softly sort of patting in and sort of sending Cassandra back out and goes, let me help you with dessert, Dad.
As you just about to get up, you hear a sound of something screaming in agony, something incredible pain, a cry, a screech of terror. And it seems to be coming from Cassandra. But then, as soon as the sort of kitchen door, which kind of sort of sways in and out, and the kitchen door opens, and Derek is standing there with his shirt sort of slightly torn or unbuttoned, and he has a shotgun. And he points it to James, going, "Take my dog, you son of a bitch!" And then proceeds to fire.
Daddy, no! Jumping in front of shotgun.
No! No! Yeah, I've got a roll. He fires it, and we'll see what happens. No! I must admit, it's a no moment. But we do have. Okay, before that happens, we do have certain abilities and powers from individuals.
Should we just make an initiative roll in this?
I think yes. This is he's yeah. Let's do an initiative roll to represent everyone doing stuff. I must admit, because Beth is closer. She's just by the kitchen door.
Yeah.
It's open and is about to fire, so that is a very good chance that will happen. You are sat down a good couple of meters away, so we can all do an initiative roll to represent what happens.
Just tell me how many dice to roll, Dave.
Yeah, so that is composure plus dexterity.
I don't have her sheet.
Oh, sorry, no, you don't do. I'll roll for you. I'll just roll dice with these two actually to represent.
Okay.
What they're
I'm at
doing.
11.
Okay, so it's dexterity plus composure.
The lowest of composure and wits.
No, it's for initiative. It's just dexterity.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Plus composure,
I was thinking
plus the
of
5. So yeah, that's
I'm using celerity. You cannot have that.
This is where she can use celerity as well. We'll work it all out. Let's roll for them first.
Yeah.
So let's say D10, and we'll be plussing 3, 2. We'll say 5 plus 5. Oh, it's 5 as well. So that's 10. So it's just one under. So what did you get, James?
11.
So they just got 10. But it's going to take you a turn to get to Beth or to get to Derek. And Beth, you can spend celerity as well. The way this works is that you can spend the celerity to get to the top of the initiative queue. Oh god, I might have to look that one up. I've never had two people do that at the same time.
So basically, you can spend 1 dot of blood to go to the top of the initiative queue.
Yes.
If you have more dots of celerity, which I think Beth wouldn't have,
Yes.
she would be able to do multiple things. If I, for example, were to go to the top of the initiative, I would go up, it would be a clash of wills.
Yeah, I think you are correct there. Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now.
Are you looking at it right now? Yeah, I'll trust you there. So clash of wills will basically be
like say dexterity and
it's dexterity and athletics basically to represent.
Yeah.
You both try and get there quicker and move there quicker. So so this is Bethany's trying to jump in front of the gun and uses her celerity just to instinctively do that. So James, you're trying to use your celerity to what?
I'm moving to the top of the initiative.
Okay, so that's 1 blood point to do that.
I am raising my speed.
So that's another blood point as you kind of rush and you double
And
your
I'm
easy you can get to the outside.
Super fast, and I'm gonna just, as she jumps in front, if that is possible, I'm just gonna push her away and just take the full blast to the stomach.
Okay, so you're using your slow to get to the top of the initiative. I think that's fine because you've got lots of slow deaths for that as well, so that's fine. So you get there at the top, you try to get in front of her. This is where it's all going to get difficult because you have to kind of push her aside to do that. She's literally just about to go right in front. It's so strange because it's all happening in slow motion as he's just pulls the trigger and the shot pellets are just flying out and Beth is just jumping in front and then you're kind of moving very slowly, super fast, trying to get towards her and to get her out of the way or to get in the way. So you try to push her aside. So we'll say, yeah, let's do dexterity athletics. What happens? Who gets hit? If you succeed, you successfully get in front of the shots. Oh yeah, let's just simply say it's a dexterity athletics test for you, but let's say a -3 penalty because you're trying to push her aside, which is her body, trying to get away. So dexterity and athletics.
Right.
But -3 to represent. And if you fail, you don't quite do it or get in there in time, and then the shot will hit her. If you do it, then the shot will hit you.
No, I failed.
So you're all right. This makes it more tragic. So you spend all your blood, you use all your energy, everything you can to immediately get to her, and you just about reach her. But then she uses her celerity to move just as fast as you to get in the way of the shot, and you kind of move her aside, but then she moves just after you and gets back into the shot, not realizing her powers, not realizing what she's doing, and then he will fire the gun. And this will be, I'm going to give him bonus because it's a point blank range. You know what? Actually, I think it's just going to be the full damage. I think it'll be just the full dice pool because she's not dodging it; she's deliberately getting in front of it. So
yeah, so just roll the
it's
dice.
going to be the full, I think it's the full damage pool of the dice. So this will be
roll the dice. Come on.
Oh, roll the dice. Okay, we'll roll
the rules are the rules, man. Unless you want to do it like that way.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, we'll roll the dice. So this will be. Firearms, that's going to be 4. Plus a shotgun there, that says 4. Plus 2 because it's point blank range. So it's going to be 10 dice. And this does have the 9 again quality. Oh dear. So that's 10. 10 minus 4. So 3 10s. Oh no, okay. Oh, Bethany. This is going to get really bad. Your character's been through a lot this week. So it's 3. That's another 10.
9 again, quality. Should have rerolled 4.
Oh, God, yeah. Sorry, 9 again, quality. I forgot. So that's another dice. So another 2 dice I've got to roll. Oh, no, yeah. This is not good. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 2 damage from a shotgun. Yeah,
I added that to the roll. So
yeah, you add that as automatic successes. So it's 1, 2, 3,
I think
4.
you said you added that to the roll when you. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's a. She's a ghoul. I'm just trying to think. She doesn't have resilience. She doesn't have. No, so literally, she just dies in front of the shotgun, and the blast is so. Poof, it just blows her chest open. Everything just scatters, and actually, James, it scatters behind you, and all the blood, all the gore, all the intestines, the heart, the lungs just scatter across into your face, into your eyes, into your mouth. And then suddenly the scene stops from slow motion to fast mode. And suddenly she falls flat to the ground. You're standing there in front of her corpse that's just laying there. He's just shocked as to what's just happened. Like he just fired his shotgun, but then wait, how did she get there? And how did you? You're right in front of me. What's going on?
He just looks at him. It says, "You happy now?"
He just falls to his knees and his hands are shaking and he's just in absolute shock at what's happening right now. He doesn't know.
I can still save her.
It just tears are coming down his eyes and his mouth is just open and just you're just a monster.
I can still save her, Derek. We have a good maybe an hour until the rigor mortis sets in and it's all over.
He just like reaches over to her corpse and like tries to hold her up, a lifeless sort of face, open sort of mouth, and he sort of cries out loudly, just going, "No, no!" I know. I said, "So I'll keep you safe."
James picks up the fucking shotgun.
And he just looks up to you, going, "Do it, just fucking do it."
You know, did he shoot Cassandra as well, or is she still in the?
At this point, as he's saying this, Cassandra kind of open, or the door's somewhat jarred open at the point, and you see her emerging from like a part of the kitchen, and her arm is black and has been burned. Obviously, he's done something. He's used a Bunsen, the hob or something, and has actually set her arm on fire. And she's just looking so pissed off and angry at the moment, and just said, "I fucking told you we should have just gone." This hurts.
Cassandra, what should we do? Should we just leave him to his own desire? I mean,
She just walks up towards you and walks up behind him, and she just fucking snaps his neck. She just grabs like both inches, wrenches it out, and you hear a crunch sound. And then she looks at you deeply and goes, "We should have left. I told you we should have just left. But no, you had to leave. You had to do this, didn't you?"
I thought I could feel human again. If I just had a meal, sitting down with a family.
she just looks to you, and she's trying to control herself because she is in a large amount of pain from her arm. And then she's realizing what she's just done. Again, it's that trying to control her emotions and the beast and the anger that's happening. I just, we're. So I've been saying from the beginning, we're not. We're monsters, Father. That's all we are.
Cassandra, should I save her?
As you saved me,
Yeah. Is she worth it? Or should I just let her die? You know better than I do.
she kind of just goes up to you and caresses your face and goes, let her rest. Give her that mercy at least.
We need to take their hearts. They might race again, especially her. She might become a revenant.
She kind of nods, and her hand is starting to shake now again from what's just happened and the kind of shock of what's just happened.
Let me do it. She was my responsibility to begin with. I'm so sorry, Beth. And he just pushes her over. He just forces his hand with vigor and undead strength and just pulls out her heart.
Sorry, I apologize. That's my phone. Carry on. One moment.
The actual sound of somebody's heart getting torn out.
Oh god, we're so emo, we're so goth. Shit. I can't recover. So James, with all his undead might and all his undead strength, just bust through that rib cage and just pull out the heart. Poor Beth.
Sorry about that. It's a bit of a tense moment. Lightning move, but yes, you. This whole you just squish and as you crush the heart, pulverize it, guaranteeing there's no possible way for her to come back. And Cassandra just looks to you and goes, look, our sire, your sire, she was just like you. And then she fell. But she did what she thought was right. She did what was for good. And she chose to do that. Whether she was wrong and she made mistakes, but we can be free. We can just go. We can form our own destinies. We can do so much. She always knew that you'd last. She always said out of all of her children, you'd be the one that would survive.
Yeah, I don't know about that. James cocks the shotgun and puts it to his head.
Oh, she'll stop you. She'll grab that and she'll be quite angry actually. Like, no, you don't do that. You brought me back. You hold yourself responsible for this now. I'm not going to let you just walk away from this. And she grabs like a jewelry or piece of item from Best Clothing and just says, take this. Keep it. You remember from now on what happened here. You take responsibility for what happened here. There's no easy way out. You accept what you are and you move on with it. Well, everything you've done has been nothing, meaningless.
Whatever you say. It takes the necklace, let's say. Just puts it in his pocket.
We're monsters. We are. This is what we do. This is what we are. There's no other way around it. The others can justify themselves as much as they want. We're here to make these people suffer. That's it. The sooner you accept that, the sooner we can just move on and live.
Yeah. Whatever you say. Let's go. And he just looks down at Derek and shakes his head and walks out of the apartment.
Cassandra just sort of looks to the scene and with her sire being so broken and never seen him like this before, just looks to the scene and proceeds to grab the shotgun from him and places it in Derek's hands and pulls the trigger towards his head, his brains scattering across the kitchen floor. Blood now is covering her fine dress and her clothing, and she's just... God damn it. I thought being a ghoul sucked. And then she kind of proceeds to follow her sire and proceeds to try to comfort him more, try to be with him more. A kind of a kinship, a bond sort of develops slightly. But with that, we will happily end scene.
One more
Oh,
thing.
sorry, yeah, carry on. Yep.
Before it ends, he's waiting outside, lighting up a cigarette. And he's saying, I heard the Crones are back in town, and I don't feel like being with the Invictus anymore. Let's go and meet them, alright?
She just nods and goes, I think this is the way our family was always meant to be.
Always
Destiny.
Mother always told me, my side, your grandsire, always told me it always goes back to that. Now let's go.
She just nods and smiles. Never thought I'd end up with you. I didn't see that coming.
I always hated you,
Oops, sorry, I didn't get that last bit.
I always hated you,
I despised you.
Good. I was a fucking tool. And I think that's where we're gonna end the scene.
Yes, okay. Now we'll happily end scene there. Thank you for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show.